Hey guys, my name's David. On this episode I'll be showing you my yard, which I believe is the most diverse edible garden in Canada, possibly North America. If you have one that is more diverse, then I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Currently I have planted about 190 varieties of fruits and vegetables and beans, nuts, that kind of stuff. And yeah, so we'll give you a quick rundown. After I get everything planted, so I still have some corn and cucumbers to go in. I'll be sitting around 220 varieties in a 6,600 square foot city lot. That is with a house on it as well, not just an empty lot. So I'm not going to go over every single variety that's in here because everything I'm growing is a rare fruit or vegetable, aside from a couple different trees and bushes and stuff. But all that stuff will end up on my main channel, but I will show some of them, or I will talk about some of them. But I will label or name all of the bushes and trees as we go through this, and some of the stuff that's planted. So first off, starting on the side of my yard, we have actually two different elderberries. One is a black lace. The other one I can't remember. Got a white eggplant here. You got a purple snap pea, tomato, pepper, purple jalapeno, some other stuff. Leave a little bit of surprise here. This is a tayberry. This thing's absolutely fantastic. It's probably one of the most favorite things I have in this entire yard. We'll see at the end of the year though. This is a white blackberry, which is flowering this year. I'm so excited I'll get to try that one this year. This is a flowering quince that's probably 30 or 40 years old. One of the biggest one I've ever seen. This is a double bloom lilac. We've got 3 Haskap honeyberries. This is a Wojek variety, or Wojek or something. This is a blueberry, and this one I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. I think it's a honey or some other variety. What else we got here? This is a plum tree. My plum tree actually died. You can see all the mushrooms. This left side died from the green worms last year, but this side survived. So still growing plums. We've got Egyptian walking onion down here. Over here with this, we've got a what's the thing called? Pyrocanthum, I think. Pyrocantha, which produces a red edible berry. Here we've got, I'm not going to go over all the varieties, but we've got my bean patch, which has 32 different types of beans, which you can see are all nicely sprouting, aside from some of this dock root, which is also edible. So more beans. Every single marker there you can see is a different type of bean. And how I've laid this out, I've put all of the tall beans, which will climb the trellis on my house to give me shade in the summer, and I've actually spaced them out based on the height. And then on the front against the rock wall are 3-foot tall bean bushes, and then against the wall are the ones that are 16 feet or 10 feet or 12 feet, or some of them I think are 25 feet. There's one that's 25 feet. And so I'll have like a hedge around here of just 3-foot tall, and then the 16-foot tall goes all the way to the house. Going around here, we've got, this is my potato bin. These are Russian blue potatoes. I also have banana potatoes and a German butter potato. This is a Josta berry. This is a green gooseberry, which not quite ripe. Green gooseberry. I don't have a red gooseberry. That's one thing I still need to get. Lemon balm. This is absolutely delicious. One of my favorite things. This is an apple tree. This isn't just nothing special. It's just an apple tree. I don't even know what variety it is, but it tastes pretty good. This here is a winter mahonia, which I haven't shown yet on the channel. It's turning a bit yellow. Maybe it's too much sun. If you know, if you have any idea how to grow this thing, this was a new one for me. This is a hazelnut tree. We've got over here is a chocolate vine, the akibia. Porcelain berry over here. We also have this, which people are going to freak out. This is the, what's it called? Morning glory. This is a weed, but you can actually eat this one, which I'll show in another video. I'm going to try eating it first myself. Over here we've got a black raspberry. This is a weed. I'm not sure if this one's edible, so I've left it right now. I got to figure it out before it bolts. So we've got melons in here. I've built this little trellis thing here. So I've got the Thai extra long gourd. This thing will actually grow up probably 8 feet, and then it'll hang down like a good 6 feet. And then I also have another one on the other side that does that. There's only 4 per box because these are all melons or giant gourds. So same with these, banana gourd. We'll move over here. Same thing. So Canton giant gourd, Victor gourd. You know, you're probably not gonna know what most of these are. They're all rare varieties. Zucca. We'll just go over here. This is a Brussels sprout from last year that I just let grow. I'm going to rip this out pretty soon. On this one, I've got 6 different things planted because they're not as big. You know, like Romanesco. We've got some black nebula carrots. So, and then here we've got a fig tree. Nothing special variety-wise, but actually the variety here, let's see here. It's an Olympian fig. So this one's actually a more uncommon variety. I've got my garlic over here. I realize this place looks like a mess, but I'm moving stuff around. Like sage and thyme and my strawberry planter. All the strawberries up here. There's actually a white strawberry up here. There's 2 white strawberries in here. Alpine berry. So what else have I got in here? This is a raspberry, orange raspberry, or yellow. I got chocolate mint right here. Chocolate mint. Sage, rosemary, thyme, yada yada yada, lots of herbs. Here we've got 2 different types of, so this is a kiwi berry, this one's a Isaiah. This is also a kiwi berry which is flowering this year, which will produce, I think it should be a red kiwi berry, which is actually a larger cold hardy kiwi. This is the Arctic variety, and then I have a male female in there, so this thing's just going crazy now. I've got it finally growing up my trellis here. Going over here, I've got a purple huckleberry. I've also got like a wonderberry over there. I got Maldives melon. I've got orange watermelon, orange fleshed. I've got white fleshed watermelon over here, which are sprouting. They're coming out of the ground. The orange one is, not the white one yet. This one is sprouting, which is the, I can't even say that. Bakisha, something or other melon. Boule de something or other melon. I'm trying to remember all the names of these. Over here, these are all like peppers and stuff. We've got fish pepper, apocalypse, scorpion pepper, buhat, jokai pepper. I covered this one in the top 10 hottest peppers episode. Same with this one, 7-pot pepper. These are like extremely hot. What else we got here? Sugar Rush, Zulu pepper, lightning mix pepper, chocolate habanero right here. So these 2 are not planted yet. One will be an entire box full of corn, which will have 22 varieties, and the other one will be cucumbers and peppers, which I have left to plant. And Tamarillo berry. Here, this one's really cool. This one is a Mammoth mango beet, which grows to be like 4 feet long and like 3 times as thick as your arm. And I got some other stuff going on here. My rhubarb. I don't grow a lot of things that are just common, but rhubarb is one thing I do because this is just like one of the healthiest things you can eat. And since I don't eat any animal products, this is the highest source of calcium basically on planet Earth that comes from a plant. And I just noticed my health is significantly better when I eat rhubarb. This here is wood sorrel, I believe. We've got red vein sorrel, wood sorrel. This one tastes lemony. This one tastes kind of sweet. There's another one in the front of my neighbor's yard I got to go dig up, actually outside of her fence, called sheep sorrel, which tastes like sour raspberries. I can't remember what this one is. It's kind of dying. You know, I keep watering, but it's just hot out here. More rhubarb, chives. We got bolting, kale, and Brussels sprouts, which all need to be pulled. This giant box here is, so we got a melon here. This is a Kit's chrysanthemum melon. Over here, we've got a red roselle. We've got Okinawa white bitter melon. We've got, so pepper. And what's on this side? The Trinidad scorpion peppers over here. Over here we've got a amber Gumi berry. Actually, where's the amber one is here? Amber Gumi berry. This is a yellow autumn olive. This one's a red scarlet Gumi Berry, which is the Starry Night one. This one here is a pineapple guava. This produces a nice sweet pineapple tasting guava that's cold hardy. Over here, it's like a serious farm going on here. These are all more smaller things and greens and stuff. Purple bok choy, strawberry spinach. Yeah, you know, we'll leave a little bit of variety here. This one, this little berry is cool. Down here, this one is a mix of a raspberry and a strawberry. Here's this is just a peach tree, nothing special there. We got a whole bunch of raspberries back here, all raspberries except for the end one and two. These are both golden raspberries. And over here, so these ones are all doing really well. We've got the 1000, what's this one called? 1000 something kale. Variegated red lettuce. So we got the fastest ones here are the radishes. These the Zalata radish and the Chinese red meat radish here. And then there's also, like, I just planted one here as a melon. There's a bitter melon, an eggplant. What else we got over here? So what's interesting about these pallet things, as long as you step where there's no plants, you can actually walk across them and step through them, which is nice. So yeah, I'll just leave these ones. There's some interesting things in there. Leave a little bit of surprise. And over here we've got some bigger things. So we've got white kohlrabi here. And this one, this giant red celery, which should be very interesting. So yeah, I mean, that's a general overview. Oh, I've got one thing I really want to show you guys. So I've got two chocolate vine. I showed you one on the other side, and I have a second chocolate vine over here. The chocolate vine only produces a flower or fruit every like 6 years, sometimes 8 years. And I've had this, I think it's probably 2 years old. I put it in the ground, so it's been 3 years that it's probably been living. And the one on the front is just growing as usual, but the one back here is sprouted and or is created flowers this year. And yeah, so it's really exciting. Hopefully I get a chocolate vine fruit, which is incredibly rare to even try to eat. So you can see my chocolate vine. This one is doing significantly better on this side of the yard than the other side. And on the plant here, there's numerous flowers. And there's actually a little fruit right there. There's tons and tons. So we'll see how this one does. And I also have this one here, Goji Berry. And I have, this is the multi-grafted fruit tree, which you can see has some cherries on it right here. And there's also peaches growing and nectarines and apricots. And also I have some other fruit growing over here that are very young. I've got pawpaw in here. I've got black Goji Berry. And I've got the red Himalayan mulberry. I do have a few other berries as well. The one I didn't show there is a box huckleberry, which is another uncommon variety. I have a white a white Himalayan mulberry as well that I need to sprout and try to grow. And there's also a cocona berry, or a cocona fruit, something like that. But yeah, that gives you a general overview. I also have a bunch of cool stuff going in with the corn and the cucumbers. I got like a red, like Gagon cucumber and a bunch of other stuff, white cucumber, stuff like that. So hopefully you found this interesting. I believe I do have the most diverse edible urban city front backyard garden in Canada, if not in North America or even wider throughout the world. I've been busy putting in all the crop that now I can actually spend some time to clean up the yard. I want to get some mulch down and make this place look nicer. If there's any other varieties you think I can grow here, leave them in the comments below. One thing for sure I want to get is a maypop, which is a cold hardy passion fruit. There's a few other things. I'm going to be growing some blue Java bananas, which are also cold hardy, which I've already ordered. I'm just waiting to get those. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and until the next one, have a great day.